Good afternoon. It is Tuesday, March 6th, 5th. No, it's Monday. Excuse me. Monday is Monday. No, wait. What the hell day is it? Today is Tuesday, March 6th. Golly. It's already a long week and it just started. Tuesday, March 6th, and I'm already underway of driving downtown. What the heck? And I did have the app on for a couple minutes driving, and I have gotten a couple offers. I had one that was a pretty decent one. It was picking up at Sac State and going downtown, and then the ride canceled it, which kind of sucked because that was a good ride. And then it came back through on Trip Radar for like $2 less than what it was when it came to me, $3 less almost. And I tried to match to it again just because it would have paid me to go downtown, and I didn't get matched to it. So anyway, I'm gonna kick on the apps here right now. Actually, let's go to Maximo and cancel, and we're gonna go ahead. Everything is set up the way it was last week, no changes at all at this point in time, and so we're just gonna run it the way I have been the last couple days, specifically last Friday, Saturday, and so forth. So we're just gonna leave it that way. Again, no lift tonight, and we will see what happens. And I don't know why you're not turning on there, Uber. Let's go back, Maximo. Let's go offline. Offline, thank you. Let's go over here. Let's close that. Let's go back here. Let's turn this back on. There we go. And turn on. There we go. All right, back in the game. I'm gonna stay on the freeway here for a little bit, but I am gonna get over here. So if I do need to exit, which some chick just cut me off. If I do need to get off, I can. I'll leave it off here at 65th Street, and then if that's not the case, we're really going to 34th Street where I'd normally been parking. But anyway, we're up and running. New week, new weekly goals, everything. Just hoping for a banger week. I mean, last Friday and Saturday was pretty good for me, considering, and hopefully this week pans out as well, and we get started off with a decent night. If I make my goal tonight, I will be completely happy with that. And let's see about that one. Let's see. You better hurry up and confirm it quick. Did I get it? That should progress. Come on! Nope. Damn it. Right now, that seems to be the story of my life. I feel like I'm on Match Game and getting booted in the first round. It's ridiculous. Anyway, should be a good night. You know, I'm no expectations on a Tuesday. It's usually hit or miss. It really kind of depends on what's going on downtown. There's no game tonight. There's a game tomorrow night, and I'll definitely be out for that. If there's a convention or conferences or anything like that going on, that's always a good score for me, just because those people like to move around, as I've said before. But anyway, we'll see how the night goes. And right now, I'm just going to make my way down to 34th Street. I probably should get off right there at 65th because now I'm stuck in traffic. But anyway, that's all right. So let me get back here in a second. Hopefully, when I'm have a ride going, and I will update at that point in time. But in the meantime, stay tuned. All right. Finally got a ride. Had another offer come through, didn't get it, didn't match, but finally I got one. So we're gonna go pick up Janine here in a mile and a half, and I actually did not have para on when I accepted this ride, so I have no idea if this is gonna be in my normal zone or not, but we'll find out. But if it's not, it's fine. First ride of the night, we're fine. It'll be okay. I'll survive, and we'll get back on track afterwards. But in the meantime, just good to be on board. It's pretty decent. I think this was an $11 or $12 ride, so I'll take it. I'll take those all day, especially for the miles. Decent amount of low miles. So it's a good ride. All right, let me go pick up Janine. I will get back here in a minute, and we will discuss some more what's going on tonight. All right, see you in a little bit. All right, one down. Many more to go, hopefully. That actually turned out to be a pretty decent ride, as you can see right there. Picked her up at UC Davis Med Center and took her over here to, I guess you'd kind of call this, it's not really Natomas. The Garden Highway area, but it's kind of tucked in here between West El Camino and the freeway. But nice place, nice places. All right, let's get out of here. I'm gonna head downtown because I'm pretty close. It's just a little jump over there downtown and start picking up rides there. So we'll see how that pans out. But first ride of the night in the books. Good start. Happy with that. Let's get some more. All right, I'll be back. All right. Oh, what's this? Oh, I got booted on that. I think that was an airport ride too. So I'm gonna head to the airport. As you can see, there's a little bit of a surge right now. There's hardly anyone there, and there's like 14 flights coming in right now. Obviously things can change by the time I get there, but it seems like there's not a lot of drivers out there, so we'll see what happens. I normally don't like to go sit in the airport queue because it just turns into a big waste of time, and generally the rides out of there are pretty shitty, and then you end up going to somewhere like Roseville or Elk Grove or some shit like that. But we'll see what happens. I'm gonna give it a go. A little something out of the ordinary for me. Let's see what that ride was that just came through. Oops. Oh, there we go. Oh, see that ride right there? 12 bucks, 14 miles, 83 cents. So that's what I'm gonna be up against. If I have $1 per mile on Maximo right now, it's gonna be tough to get a ride out of there. I don't know. I gotta think about this. I got a little time to think about it, but I think it could be lucrative. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe we'll give it a go. I normally don't go out there, but it may be worth my time right now to try it just for tonight. See what happens. Worst case, I bail and drive into town and learn my lesson that way. So we gotta figure that out. And actually, let's see here. Let's do this. Well, changing plans. I was going to go to the airport, but I just got a ride right around the corner from where I look, almost like where I was heading back into town. So I'm going to take this ride, and we're going to go pick up Clint and head in downtown with him, and we won't go to the airport. So we'll see what happens after Clint's ride here. But I was going to go to the airport because, one, there was some surge, and two, there wasn't very many cars, specifically Comforts or Comfort Electric or Green, in the queue there, which means I probably would have gotten in and out of there pretty quickly. The only problem with that is that those rides, airport rides, are shitty because you just don't know where you're going. You could end up in Elk Grove or Roseville or something like that, and those are places where I really just don't want to be because they're black holes, and I don't like driving out there. And you'll get out there and then it'll be dead. You'll have nothing in it. It's a deadhead drive back to somewhere else that's productive, like downtown, and that's a 20 mile plus drive back into town looking for a ride, and that's just a huge waste of time on my end to do that. So, you know, I'd like to stick in my normal area as much as possible, and the airport does not guarantee that, which is the problem, and one of the reasons why I try to avoid going to the airport for rides. So I'm gonna pick up Clint here and take him into town, and probably get back to my normal gig, which is working the grid and hopping people around, doing that. And maybe if I get a ride out to the airport for a drop-off, we will see what the queue looks like at that point in time. I did see that there was a bit of surge, like a $1.75 surge right now at the airport, which probably is going to go up because there's just very few drivers out there right now, and supposedly there's 14 flights coming in this hour at 6 o'clock, which means that they're going to need people out there, cars out there, because they like to stack them up. So, I mean, that could have been good. You never know. But right now, why are you having me go this way? That's really weird. Sometimes this navigation does some weird shit, and this is one of them. Anyway, I'm going to go pick up Clint here, and I will update in a little bit, so stay tuned. Well, it turns out there's a concert tonight. I forgot about that. Bad Bunny is playing tonight here at the Golden One, so that'll be good for later on this evening when the concert gets out. Right now, let's see if we can pick up some rides down here and stay moving. We'll see what happens. All right, I'm gonna probably end up going and parking here for a little bit because I'm waiting for a ride. And people, I mean, I'm hoping to catch some people doing the dinner thing, but we'll see. Right now, nothing. I did just drop off Clint down here, which was optimal for me. So 2 rides in, doing pretty good. And just hoping to keep this momentum going, but we'll see. It doesn't look like that might be the case right now. All right, I'll check back in a little bit. Wow, so far so good. It's been pretty consistent. Not like one right after another. I've been dropping people off at the concert and then going back to my parking place. By the time I get there, I get another ride and turn around and go somewhere else. So it's been all right for right now. I have a feeling that it's going to kind of mellow out right now because the show is, I'm sure the concert's starting, and that'll probably be it for a while till the show's over, which would probably be, I don't know, 11, and then who knows? I'm sure it'll be crazy at that point in time. But right now, it seems like things have slowed down a little bit, so I'm just sitting here chilling, waiting for my next ride. And I moved up into Midtown a little bit more, just because there's more restaurants and stuff up here, and I'm hoping that there's some people out and about doing that, eating, that I can shuttle around. Again, I don't know if there's any conventions or big conferences going on this week or not. I should look, because that always makes a big difference, as I said earlier. But right now, it's been good. And there's another one. And we're going to take that one because this is going back down to the concert. All right, let's go pick up Emily, and I'll be back in a little bit. Wow, things went dead in a minute. As you can see, there is like no action whatsoever right now. I've been sitting for almost 30 minutes and nothing has come through. So I'm gonna go reposition here a little bit further up into town and hopefully get a ride request, because right now it is dead. Amazing. Of course, once the concert gets out, it'll be crazy, but you know, that's kind of hit or miss, because unless I can do rides here in town, I mean, that'll go quick. And maybe I'll get like a couple in. Hopefully there'll be some surge and it'll be decent, but you know, that just goes by quick, especially after a concert. There'll be a bunch of drivers here. I did look at the airport, and it was pretty backed up, bunch of cars there, so it's not even really worth driving out there right now to kill time, at least to get some rides. And again, I hate to sit in that queue. So we're gonna go up here a little bit, reposition. See, that's going out to home, and I'm not ready to go do that right now. That's a good ride though. Well, I might do that. You know what, I will. I'll do that. I'll even come back. I'll even drive back into town for that. I'll do this ride and I'll drive back down here after the ride. Look at this girl or guy. What is going on there? Wow. Dressed to kill, pushing a shopping cart. Gotta love it. All right, let me go get Glenn here and do this ride, and then I'll come back. Again, I'll probably end up coming back. I'll drive back down here just to get to the concert crowd later on. So, all right, let me go do this and I'll be back. Well, that kind of worked out well. I took that ride going back to Mather. There you see the total. And then I got to the stop. Now, granted, this is kind of a pet peeve. It does bother me when people get to a stop and they're like, oh, hey, can I add another stop, when you're like, what you thought was the destination. And that's what happened in this situation. So we go and drop this guy off, one of the guys off out on Mather. And then we get there and the guy's like, oh, hey, I want to add another stop. And I'm like, all right. So he ends up coming back to the Hampton Inn out here in Natomas, which basically gets me back into closer to the downtown area. So basically I got paid to drive all the way back. Oh, hey, look at this. We'll take that. Going to the airport. Navigate, 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 return. So anyway, now we're here. Now I'm going to get this ride to the airport. So I guess we'll go sit in the airport and see what happens. We'll check it out. Again, Just not a big fan of the airport queue, but we'll give it a shot. We'll see. I'd like to get back into town by 11 when the concert, I think, will be over. So we'll see. All right, let's go pick up Kevin, head him over to the airport, and then we'll see what happens from there. Stay tuned. Well, got lucky. Drop off, pickup, and I had a good ride, and damn it, I knew it was gonna, the Maximo killed it because it was like 96 cents, and I would have taken that ride because it was going back into town, but oh well. This one's gonna get me out of here, and at least I got a ride out right away, and I don't have to go wait in the queue. Hey, honk at me, asshole. Person crossing the crosswalk. Jackass. All right, let me go pick up whoever this is and get him out of here, and then I will catch you guys up here in a little bit. All right. Oops. There we go. Back in the garage. That's a wrap on the night. After I picked up the guy at the airport, it was pretty much on from there. I was just slamming rides. There you can see my total for the night, but let's look at the actual rides. Let's do this first so they'll get rid of. Oops. Let's do this. No, this. Hello. There we go. Phone's being all weird. Let's go offline. Let's do this. Here, go to settings, turn the overlay off so that goes away. There's that. Let's go back to Uber. Earnings. See details. Activity. So, let's see. So this ride right here for 1013, that was the ride that I got the airport out of the airport. So from then on, from that point on, took a little break till 11, and then from 11 o'clock, 11:08, I was just one after another. That was when the concert got out, and it just got busy. Some good surge. I mean, you can see how the surge is declining over time. Peak was $4.25, and then it went to $3.50, $2.50, and then $1.75 at the end there. I mean, I was hustling to get those, and of course they have a bunch of streets cut off, and people don't recognize that when they're ordering the ride, and they're standing in areas where you can't get to them. So I'm having to coordinate with them to make sure they get to a spot where I can actually pick them up. But you know, it worked out pretty well. Everyone kind of followed directions of where they needed to go to get there. So, you know, it was a good night. Actually, for a Tuesday, it was a great night. For 201 on a Tuesday is pretty solid. And I could have made even more if I wanted to stay out longer, but I decided it's 1 o'clock. I got to get up in the morning and go to work. If I would have stayed out, I probably could have banged out at least another 50, 60 bucks easy, maybe even 100, because there are a lot of people out right now in downtown Sac after the concert, going to some bars and stuff like that. There were a lot of bars that were packed and turning people away. So it was a pretty busy night, and I think it was a sold out show, so there's quite a few people downtown. But that's gonna do it for tonight. I will be back out tomorrow night for sure, and of course Thursday, Friday, and again Saturday this week. And yeah, we'll get it done. So, whoa, hey, I'm gonna do a wrap up of February, income wrap up for February, so that'll be out sometime this week. And then I'm also gonna do the Para app video this week as well, so you'll see that coming out here pretty soon too, so stay tuned for that. All right, again, thanks for watching, subscribe, and we'll talk to you soon.